was with it. For some reason, the CPU will not natively address any any built-in any memory chips of any kind. I can plug the Super Expander cartridge in, which it replaces the ROM, so character encoding and stuff like that works. But when I take the cartridge out, nothing works. It has got a blue screen with some random characters on it. Nothing happens. I can type on the keyboard all I want. Absolutely nothing happens. So, this tells me one thing. It tells me the computer it will turn on, so it's not worth taking it and using it to salvage chips from. It's worth actually putting some time in trying to repair. That is my opinion. Other people may vary. Some people might say it's such an old computer, it's not worth its time, and just throw in the garbage, sell it, do whatever with it. Some people will do that. Some people would say even if it didn't power on, if it didn't give the slightest indication that it was even remotely able to work, some people would say it's worth fixing. I'm not quite that much hardcore into fixing computers and stuff. I will fix computers, upgrade computers. It's worth buying. I find it's worth buying old computers, like the desktop I bought now, it's probably 5+ years old. I don't have the actual date. I could look up if I wanted. Don't have that much interest in it. And it's running something that, until recently, when Linux Mint 18 came out, it was the newest software under Linux Mint name. It was the newest version of Linux Mint. Until the newest version came out, not too long ago. I think it was only back in August, maybe? I don't know exactly. My dad upgraded his computer to Linux Mint 18. And I do agree, it's a really nice operating system. Debian 8.6 has some of the same characteristics in it. And it does look sharp, it's nice, and everything. But, my computer at this point, does everything I need. So, I'm not gonna change software around or upgrade OS or anything until it gets so outdated that it can't run the newest version of Chrome or Firefox or something. When that happens, I'll upgrade. But until then, I don't care. It works. It's 64-bit. I'm running a PCIe Express video card in it, and it's working beautifully. I have a FireWire card in it, which has FireWire 400. It works perfectly. My dad's computer also has FireWire built into the motherboard, and when we tried plugging my FireWire drive into it to so we could look at the stuff on it, it slowed the computer down incredibly. I mean, the system resources were at a minimum. And it was hardly using any CPU, any disk, anything. Any memory. Or anything like that. Yet, FireWire slowed the computer down. I don't know why. It might have also just been a coincidence, but I think it was a FireWire. That's my opinion. Others may vary. And mine works just fine. I have 2 FireWire ports. I could connect more FireWire devices than I would ever need to this. I plugged it in so I could check that drive. That's it. I'm not going back into my back to take stuff out of my computer. It's just too much trouble at this point. If I'm going in there to put other stuff in, I'll take it out. I'll take it out if I don't need it. I'll leave it in, do something with it. Something at that point. But my computer has 4 slots in it. Only 4. Which is an okay number, because this Dell I got before it, which I thought was going to be my main computer. The built-in video card it was optimized for Windows XP, so it will run Linux Mint 17.3, but YouTube runs on it, but you have to be all the way down at 360p resolution. And then my current desktop, I can run 1080p videos. I probably could run 4K resolution, but I haven't tried. But this runs 1080 better than that computer does 360. And I pay more was paid for that than this. And this is better than that. This goes to show you thrift stores don't have a clue what they actually have. I mean, it's probably actually the most that was spent on any one thing at the Savers where it was bought. It does have a key for Windows XP, which is okay. But I have Windows XP Service Pack 3 still. It does pretty much everything I need. Well, it did the last time I started up. Also has an Atari emulator, which basically it just has pretty much every single Atari arcade game that was ever produced in the 80s. I'm not sure, I'd have to check on this to make sure, but I'm pretty sure it has every single arcade game you'd ever find by Atari if you walked into our arcade in the 80s. Which is It's awesome. That is awesome. I spent hours and hours and hours playing games like that. And I never played them in the arcades. I've never been to an arcade. Pretty much they were popular before I was even born. You could probably still find them somewhere today. Definitely you could find them somewhere, because I've been to some places that have arcades like that. But I've never played a video arcade game. Never have, and at this point I have a thing that will allow me to play all the Atari games for free, so why bother? I don't know. But, beat this up again. So, now I talked about my file server in this video. Which is, I already finished that. This video was going on so long, I forgot what I was going to do. And this is my latest purchase. Just came today. And this huge, large, flat rate box from the USPS for that computer. Massive overkill. This is so nice. I like the app. I love these. This is only the third Apple portable computer that I own. Until April of this year, that Apple IIc, was the only Apple product except for only Apple computer I owned. I do have an iPod from 2005. I got it from my parents, so it is old. Only has 4 gig on it. It's a mini version. It's old. Uses a 30-pin dock connector. Blah blah blah. Does everything I need it to, so I don't care. Does have an actual spinning hard disk in it, which is pretty cool. Don't see hard drives that small usually. And well, that does lower the battery on it a little bit. So yeah, it happens. So I have to plug it in once. I have to plug in once a week to keep it charged up, because I've already replaced the battery once in it. I don't want to have to replace the battery in it again by leaving it to sit with no charge in the battery, just because that, I don't know if anyone who's watching this has ever worked in an iPod, opened an iPod to work in. Especially the older ones are probably better than the newer ones, but it is a pain in the butt to do that, and I don't want to do it. Although it is very easy once you get it open to do it. You just basically open it, and the batteries basically, it's not soldered in or anything. You just pull out a little two wire connector from the main board. You take the battery, you you put it in a bag to send it somewhere to be recycled, which is what a reliable person would do. A person who cares about the environment would do. Someone who doesn't really care might just chuck in the trash, which I don't. Which I think I did the second one, but I think I don't know and I don't care at this point. Although that is, I really shouldn't say that because I do care about the environment. It was years ago, so it's a simple thing, faded from my memory. Don't care to recall it. Whatever happened. But recycle batteries. It's good for the environment. This is one of the black MacBooks. From you find on eBay, these are the rarest ones. At least rare at a good price point. Yeah. $56. Free shipping. Pretty good deal on this. Especially since it's working with upgraded RAM. At least the seller said it was working. Does have a battery. Don't know. I believe it's the factory battery. It is the factory battery. 55 watt hours. Pretty nice. This is 2 gig. This is 2 gigs of RAM in it. I have not upgraded it. It came that way. I bought it that way. But I've checked it. I've checked a lot of listings. If you want to buy one of these on eBay in the year 2016, expect to pay $15 to $20 shipping. I know why. I know the first one that I ordered had to do that. Yes, this is the second one I have ordered. The first one, the seller didn't even ship it. Crappy people on eBay. I'll put that back in later. Battery pack is scratched up quite a bit though, which concerns me a bit. But you can see if you hit the button, shows the battery's completely dead. I don't know if that means it doesn't hold a charge or what, but that's that. Well, screws are in it though, which can't be said for that one. Another reason I'm not gonna ever take it out. It's never gonna leave it's gonna sit on the desk for its rest of life as a file server, because That's pretty much all that it's good for at this point. I mean, I could get other computers that were better about it, but I know how to set it up on a Mac. And if I originally wanted to set up a RAID setup for USB flash drives, but I found that I didn't have a FireWire cable, had to buy that. Plus the drive was less than the computer itself. And with the SATA to IDE adapters that you can find out on places like Newegg or Amazon or places. I mean, it was worth it to buy that. I mean, yes, it's FireWire 400 and that's old. I mean, not too old, probably. That drive was before I got it, was last used 10 years before. 2006. Yes. It's 10 plus years old. So, I've said a whole lot of stuff in this video. I've blabbered on for almost an hour. I hope someone watches this. I mean, yes, it's long. And I know from the stats I've gotten on my videos so far on YouTube, no one's watched my videos for more than 4 minutes. And I might be off. Might be 4.5 minutes, maybe. I don't know. But, yeah. So, some of the videos I make are going to be long, some are going to be short. And because I do watch a varied array of stuff on YouTube. I watch Jalen's Garage for car videos. Not too much anymore because a lot of them are now the high performance supercars and stuff like that. I don't care about that. I like to see old cars. So if he actually sees this video and sees that and gets this far into the video and hears that, or someone hears this and comments on one of his videos or something, saying something like that. Awesome. I do like to see old cars. I watch a ton of Model T videos. I can tell you off the top of my head what type of engine it used, how long the engine was built, what year they stopped production of Model T, when they made the Model A after that, how the Model A transmission works, what's the horsepower of Model T or Model A engine, how many liters, all sorts of stuff, what weight of oil, how pretty much the ignition system worked. I can tell you pretty much more than you would ever want to know on Model T's, Model A's. And that's not from any one source. That's probably about 20 hours of YouTube, of people talking about Model T's on YouTube videos I've watched. I also watched the 8-Bit Guy. I mistakenly, when I sent him a message once, and I said the iBook Guy, because that's what he used to be called. But he changed the name because he didn't do a lot, hadn't done a lot with iBooks for a while. Which is interesting. I also watch B Bishop's PCM World. He's the person I got the Commodore 64 from, which I'm really glad I did, even though it doesn't work. It's nice to have it. Even if I can't get it working, I may be able to trade other stuff, trade working parts out of it for other stuff at some point. And I know I'm talking to people who are probably gonna watch this, or people who just pick fun. It comes up in the suggestions, and people are gonna watch a few minutes, and they're probably gonna not watch this far into the video, because I mean, unless it's something that's really interests me, I don't. If I see a video that's 1 hour, which this one now is, that is not about something that's really interested about, that I'm really interested in, I'll most likely just skip right over it. Which, it's sad because a lot of these people put a lot of effort into making these videos, even if they're really long. And yeah, it's sad that most people are probably just gonna skip over them. And I know I'm saying, and this is me included, I mean, I'm probably gonna be the only one who will ever hear these words ever said, because it's this far into the video. Screen went out. Oh well. So, yeah. I mean, I'm still gonna do it. I'm still gonna make videos. If they run this long, it just happens. But, yeah, I mean, when you look at how much effort goes into filming something for this long, and if you don't use a tripod and the hand would cramp from holding camera like mine is now, even though I'm still holding it, which I should have ended the video probably about 20 minutes back. So, if you've made it this far, great. If you haven't, you will never hear these words, but if you're not interested, if you're not so interested that you're not gonna stay to watch a video this far, you're probably not someone I want to have watching my videos anyway. I mean, that doesn't mean I don't want people who aren't interested in this stuff to not watch my videos, because some of this information may help people that aren't interested in this stuff directly. But it just means that if you are watching the video this far in, just because you think you have to watch the whole video, even though you're not interested in this stuff, and you're still watching at this point, you can just hit the stop button or whatever and just skip over the rest of the video. Because you don't have to watch my whole video if you're not interested in it. Don't think you have to watch the whole video because you just clicked on it. I don't want people who don't want to watch my videos to not watch them, to watch them. I mean, yeah, if you find some of this information informative, great. If you don't, and you're just watching my videos because you want to kill time, fine. If that's your choice, if you want to just watch this video to kill time. I mean, I've watched plenty of videos to kill time just as updates or software has installed on my computer. I've done that. And that's perfectly fine. I'm not saying you can't watch my videos if you're not interested in them. And I encourage you to watch the videos. But, I mean, if you are watching them because you think you have an obligation to me to watch them just because you started watching the video, don't. I will not be offended if you skip over my video. I have up 3 videos right now. Out of all those videos, only 2 of them have been viewed, and I don't think anyone has viewed them for more than 4 minutes. I'd have to check the actual specs to look to see, but that's why I think it stands up right now. I do make mistakes. I do make mistakes. No one's perfect. Someone watching this and analyzing it with a microscope just because they want to analyze to point out every mistake that someone makes, then well, you're one, probably wasting your time, and 2, you're probably someone who is just plain annoying in real life. I mean, it's sad to think of something like that, but some people are just like that. They think they don't know that they're annoying, but they are annoying. So, like I just said before, my hand's cramping, so forgive the camera work.